Right, I am live. Right, here we go. Let me just promote this live page. Once people start talking, then I'll do it. I guess that's the best thing to do. I can't see live chat. Here we go. There we go. Hello, everyone. Tomo, I can never pronounce your name. I am so sorry. Hello, Sally. Hello. Zoe Boyle. Hi. Annie. Hi. Jeffy Paul. Hi. Adam Henlo. Henlo? I'm guessing that says hello. Sing Love of My Life. Love of my life. There you go. That's all I'm going to give you because I'm not a singer. Is this going to be the giveaway? Unfortunately, the giveaway is now ended and the winner has now been notified. And how are you? I'm very well, thank you. How are you guys doing? Your smile makes my day. You're amazing and look very blessed indeed. I look very blessed. I think I'm everything but blessed, darling. Hello. Lol, it's just hello and doggo speech. Doggo speak? That's interesting, Adam. Who won? It's a person called hang on, let me just get her name up. It is a girl, and it's a Young Queen fan, which makes it even more absolutely brilliant. And she's very happy that she's won. So I used her. Just so you know, it was very random. I did one of those random comment generator thingies. So if you guys entered it, thank you very much for entering, and I hope that you guys will stay subscribed and like, even though you did not win. But hopefully I should be doing more giveaways and competitions in the future, maybe next time through a live stream or something like that. So you guys let me know what you guys think of that, whether you guys would like to do more giveaways and things like that. So but Jeffy, I don't, let me see if I can find her name and then I shall. But please do not go and yell at her or say how dare you win or anything like that. Her name is Roisin Shallow. That's her name. So there you go. Hi Sally, I'm here feeling quite frisky, darling. Always wanted to say that. Paul, I'm glad you're feeling frisky. I'm related to JFK. Awesome. Hello Kieran, who says yo. Adam, I'm glad you're doing pretty good. Hello from Argentina. Hello, Argentina. Good for her. It would have been good because she's young and adults can buy stuff kids can't. Indeed. I'm quite happy that she won. But I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have any choice over who won. Just as long as you guys liked and commented it, that was just your chance of winning, because it was like a generator that I used. So yeah. Hello Sally from Italy. Hello Italy. Quirky JD, what happened to UK and USA? I had to stop UK and USA because I got a job in the industry, and I got a job in the television industry. For those who don't know, I did a YouTube channel called UK and USA, and it was with my American friend Danny, who I met ages ago online, and we did kind of reactions and vlogs and things like that. But because of my job at the time, I couldn't. There's Danny there, and because of the time of my job, I couldn't carry it on, unfortunately. Hello from Scotland. Hey, what Queen shows would you like to go to? Would I have liked to gone to? Or would I, like in the future? In the future, any. Back in the day, probably Live Aid obviously would have been epic, and Madison Square Gardens would have been epic as well. Hello from Ohio. Ohio. Pleasantly surprised by the awards attention the Bohemian Rhapsody is receiving, considering the initial critical reaction. Well, that just shows you guys how wrong the critics can be. So, Jeffy Paul says, I love the things on your wall behind. My Queen wall. Yeah. All of those posters are older than I am. And then I've got the It's a Hard Life picture vinyl disc thing. And I don't know where he's gone, but I did have a crochet Freddy somewhere that he's gone. So I don't know where he's gone, actually. I should probably find him. I don't know where he's gone. What are your thoughts on Stan Lee's sad death? I'm very sad about that. There won't ever be a Stan Lee Marvel cameo ever again. I'm very, very sad about that because I absolutely love Marvel as well. So Crystal, hello, new in your channel, pretty cool. Thank you very much, Crystal. And I hope you stay subscribed. I'm really sorry that I didn't get a chance to do a video last week, guys, apart from my trailer, which thank you very much for watching, by the way. And but I was really poorly last week. I just couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe from my nose. Hello from Birmingham. You're very, very close to me, Richie. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Hello from Long Island. Good God. Would you like to see another Queen movie, Sally? Yay or nay? Depends. Would depend on what would be in it. Like I said in my review, I don't think I like to see a film which mainly stars my hero dying, if that makes any sense. That's why I liked the ending of Bohemian Rhapsody. But I mean, like, if they made a Netflix series, I think that would be a bit better, in my own opinion. I'm just saying. You're fit. Thank you. Even though I disagree with you, but thank you anyway. Peen? That's a new one. Queen have been proving critics wrong for almost 50 years now. I know it's quite funny, isn't it? Like that scene in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie where it says all of the comments, like the real comments that the critics said about Bohemian Rhapsody the song, and it was kind of funny because all of the movie critics kind of said something similar, but it just makes me laugh because all the fans kind of prove them wrong, really. So the Bohemian Rhapsody Live Aid song sounds exact same as the real one. What the movie versions? I think that's because they used it, didn't they? And do you like Adam Lambert or Mark Martel? I like them both. I've seen Adam Lambert live with Queen twice. I haven't seen Mark live yet, but I've heard that he is absolutely amazing. So I would like to see Mark live at one point. In terms of voices and them being close to Freddie's voice, I'd say Mark, but I like them both. I don't mind who tours with them, to be honest with you, just as long as I get to see Brian May and Roger Taylor. That's all I'm going to say. Hello from France. Bonjour, France. I did France in school, I have you know. Ça va? How close is close? Very, very, very close, I have you know. Blah, blah, blah. Richie, yeah, I'm very close to Birmingham. What about a Roger Taylor movie or Brian May movie? Lol. I don't know. I haven't really read many books or anything about Brian May and Roger Taylor, but I think that's because there aren't many of them. So I'd be intrigued to watch that. I wouldn't mind watching that, Crystal. Jeffrey Paul, every day of my life I listen to the Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack for 4 to 5 hours a day. Yeah, it's I think Hammer to Fall is like a good song to work out to at the gym. So that's my gym like soundtrack as well. It's pretty much Queen at Live Aid. Did you get Bohemian Rhapsody on DVD? It's not out in the UK yet, which is extremely annoying. I do have the digital copy of it, but it is not out in the UK yet. But I can't wait for its release, as the Funko Pops haven't been released out in the UK yet either, which is really annoying because I absolutely love funky. I love Funko Pops. and I've got like Stranger Things, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Marvel, Fantastic Beasts, Harry Potter. I've got all of those Funko Pops, but I haven't got the Queen ones yet, which is extremely annoying. So they haven't really got that. They're not doing well in terms of UK release stuff for Queen at the moment. This is very annoying. This is the BBC. I don't really need to see a film about Freddie dying. I agree with you on that one. I would rather see a film highlighting Queen's amazing years with Freddie alive. So if you want to see the harshness of Freddie dying, just watch Queen Days of Our Lives, really, because that shows it as it really happened, really. Who did a better acting job, Christian Bale or Rami Malek? No bias. What was Christian Bale in? He was in Vice, wasn't he? I did see Vice, and it was very good, but I'm not great with politics, especially American politics. I'm not amazing in terms of all of that. So I'd say Rami Malek, because I felt more connected to him, because he's a bit more of a like someone who I can watch and know, oh yeah, that's definitely how Freddie acted, and I thought he did him to a T. If there were a film that was about Fred's death, I would effing cry. I would too, exactly, and that's why I'm happy it wasn't in Bohemian Rhapsody. Gary, hello Sally, still looking super beautiful, cute and beautiful. Super beautiful, cute and beautiful. Wow, beautiful twice. Thank you, Gary. And all the people in the press reviewing stuff say it's not worth listening to or watch, but they're always wrong. Exactly. Do not listen to the critics about Queen, because they always hate on them. So yeah, I would say don't listen ever to the critics whenever they review anything to do with Queen. Judge it for yourselves, guys. Ça va bien, merci. Jeffy Paul, you're my favourite YouTube. I guess that's a YouTuber. Thank you very much. I did French in school and laughed for the entire 10 minutes of my speaking exam. Totally failed. How do you think my French is? I don't think I'm amazing at French. Have you seen Inside the Rhapsody? I think I probably have. I've seen a lot of Queen stuff. Have you seen those Queen Funko Pop figurine things? Yes, I've ordered all of them, apart from one. I think I didn't order one Freddie one. I ordered Brian, Roger, John, and I think Freddie at Wembley, I think. But I didn't order the two other Freddies. So if anyone wants to buy me one, then feel free to, because I am poor. I only have one so far. I have the Roger Taylor Funko Pop. Yeah, you are lucky, Paul, because I got 0. And I love Funko Pops. Hey, Spider-Man, how's it going? I was talking about Marvel earlier on. Hello from Guatemala. Guatemala? Am I saying that right? Am I pronouncing that right? I hope I am. Richie, we are neighbours. I mean, you'd probably hear if I was your neighbour. But if you had to choose one Queen song to sum up your life so far, what would it be? Oh, that's a good question. Hang On in There, I guess, is very relatable to my life. I've had to do a lot of hanging on, but yeah. So there you go, Richie. There's my choice. Mr. Epic, I have a Wembley 1986 Freddie in the post, set to arrive soon. It looks ace, as in the Funko Pop, or oh, I don't have him. Where's he gone? Oh, there's the crochet one. This is my Freddie 86. Is it that one? Is it that one? Or look at my little crochet doll of Freddie. Look at that. That's really cute, isn't it? What is next? David Fields, lol, rock. There you go. What do you think is the most underrated Queen song? Anything from their first album, like the fact that Queen did such an amazing job with their first album, and no one knows. Well, not no one, because you guys all probably know, but like the fact that like My Friends Don't Know, Keep Yourself Alive, Liar, Doing All Right, even though that's Smile, but I love the first album. So I guess Liar is one of my favourites, because especially with John's bass, it's just I just could. It's one of the best songs ever. Either that or White Queen, which is my favourite. I have Queen playing 24/7. Not kidding, Dominic. That is the story of my life. Have you heard Brian May and Hank Marvin? We Are the Champions. No, but I will do, Zoe. Thank you for the recommendation. Adam, being Canadian, I had to learn French for 9 years. Forgotten most of it by now. How do you think my French is? Is it okay? I don't even know. Hello from Caucasia. I can't pronounce the majority of these cities and countries and whatever else. I can't do it, guys. But hello. I like how you answer everybody's questions. Yeah, well, I try and answer everyone's questions. Because I know certain YouTubers just don't answer any questions. Sorry about this if I comment. No need to call me Jeffy. My real name is Corey. I'm just a fan of Super Mario Logan. I love Super Mario. Luigi's not Luigi. Yoshi is my favourite in Super Mario. I always choose him for Mario Kart. I have been waiting since November. I said in my Queen group, I want it all, and I want it now. I want Funko Pops now. Indeed, Paul, indeed. Especially since I've got like so many Funko Pops and they're all from my favourite things ever. Oh, sorry, my TV's flashing. But I'd love to have the Queen ones. I really regret not buying the 2 other Freddies because I know that once they're gone, they're gone. Because I know that with the Stranger Things Funko Pops, they're just, and the Fantastic Beasts one, they go very quickly. Thank you for the answer. You're welcome, Richie. A Funky Pop. But yours look equally as good. I don't. Mr. Epic, what do you mean? Which one of mine looks equally as good? What's your favourite day of the week? Mine is Tuesday. Mine is Friday because A, it's takeaway night in our household. B, it's the end of the working week for me, and C, it's called Friday. And I think Friday is a funny word. What other artists do you like besides Queen? David, I like Green Day, My Chemical Romance, T-Rex, Rolling Stones, Simon and Garfunkel, The Beatles. What else do I like? Kiss, Prince, Michael Jackson, McFly, McBusted, Busted, Whitney Houston. All different sorts of people. A lot of 70s and 80s rock mainly. So yeah. There you go. There's some of my favourite artists. David, I hope that answers your question. Dominic, my son is a major Queen fan too. He just listened to every song in order over the last few days. He's 16. Dominic, you're doing parenting right, mate. You're doing it right. That's the way to raise your children. Not knowing the first Queen is... Say what now? Liron? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What do you think about the sequel of the movie Bohemian Rhapsody? Is that happening? In some ways, if it happens, I'll be happy if it does. But in some ways, it depends where it ends. Because if it ends with Freddie dying, I don't want to watch it. I think you should have more subscribers than PewDiePie. Thank you very much, Corey. Thank you for that. Queen or Quen? Quen? What is Quen? What is Quen? Do you have a favourite member of Queen? This guy. Freddie is my all-time favourite member, and then Roger. Sorry, Brian and John, but they win. Do you like the Foo Fighters? That's how much I have watched your channel. I do love the Foo Fighters. That's another band I love, the Foo Fighters. And I think Dave Grohl's the most epic guy in music at the moment because he's just so awesome. Do you like the Shadows? Never heard of them, I'm afraid. Tool. Mr. Epic, the Freddy figurines, the ones you showed us. I had the figure in the post. What, this one? Here's Epic. My one sings. Does your one sing, Mr. Epic? I feel weird calling you Mr. Epic. I also want the mini version of this as well. Like, there's 2 mini NECA figures of these, but they're ridiculously rare and expensive, and I'm like very poor and can never bid on them and find them. I've been a Queen fan since I was a kid because my mom was, but I'm glad that a lot of my friends have become fans since the movie. Yeah, my friends like message me. I can always tell when my friends had watched the film because they always say to me, they said, "Hi Sal, how are you doing?" And I was like, "They've watched Bohemian Rhapsody, I know it." And a lot of my friends went to go and see the film, and my all-time longest friend ever went to go and see it with me, and she was like, "Okay, I know why you love Freddie Mercury so much now." So, yeah. What are your thoughts on Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix? Another artist I like. I love Jimi Hendrix. How do you feel about the fact that Fred once used the N word in March of the Black Queen? I mean, it was a different word back then, wasn't it? And still very different now. I mean, look at Liam Neeson. He's getting into trouble now. And but I like Liam Neeson. I feel really bad that the press have been on him like this, but oh well. What do you think of Muse? They have a lot of Queen influences. I like some of Muse's songs, but there's others that drive me nuts because they just sound exactly the same as all their other songs. So I like Uprising and Plug-in Baby and things like that, but I mean, I like all the well-known ones, I guess you could say. Your favourite member's John. Would you consider drumming to Great King Rat? When I get better at drumming, you bet I will, but Dominic, I suck at trying to play it at the moment. That and Liar, can't play it. I'm sorry, I have tried. Just can't do it. It's not, my hands and my feet just disagree with me whenever I try and play it. Well, what I meant to say was not knowing the first Queen album is a crime, probably my favourite as well. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they did, obviously their self-titled album was their first album and it had Keep Yourself Alive in and Liar and Great King Rat, and, you know, it's just absolutely amazing. Like, there's not been a rock band who's done that with an album for me in a very, very long time. What was your favourite scene from Bohemian Rhapsody? Not the coffee machine. That whole bit with Roger's whole "I'm in love with my car" bit. That's one of my favourite scenes ever. Adam, have you seen the band The Struts? Yes, I've seen them live. The singer reminds me a bit of Freddie and Mick Jagger. Yeah, he does. Luke is awesome. He's brilliant. I've got him as a friend on Facebook as well. Hey. Do you like the Kinks? I only know one song from the Kinks, I'm afraid. The Shadows are a guitar band and collaborated with Cliff Richard. Hank Marvin is a member. Well, there you go. Zoe, I shall give them a listen. Favourite Queen album is between Innuendo, A Kind of Magic, and Queen 2. I really love Queen 2. Do you like Bob Dylan or Don McLean? No. I like Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan influenced David Bowie, who's another one of my favourite artists. I'm sucking at labelling who my favourite artists are. It's like labelling what my favourite film is. Like, those are my 2 bad questions to ask me because I always change my mind and the order always changes. So, but there you go. Do you like Rush or Tool? Any prog metal or prog rock? Pink Floyd? Not really. I'm not. I mean, I have heard of certain songs like from Pink Floyd, and from Rush, but I'm not a major fan of them. My era of music kind of varies between all 70s, 80s, even 50s. Like, I like Elvis Presley as well. So I've got an odd music taste. No, Nui. Sure. Hello. Anyway, you said hi, Sally. 70s or 80s music of Queen. Oh, that's really difficult. Oh my god. Because White Queen is obviously from the 70s, and One Vision, which is another one of my favourites, is from the 80s. So I like them both. This is too hard a question to ask me because I'm bad at making decisions in terms of this. Hmm. Probably 80s. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that because everyone's like, "No, 70s is better. It's all of their early stuff." But I also love the way Freddie looks in the 80s. He's a doll. It's just a bit weird, Roger. What exactly are you doing with that car? I love that. I love that scene. That is definitely one of my favourites. I didn't know it was fancy dress, Fred. You look like an angry lizard. Perfect. And I love John's line where he's like, "Can I borrow it for Sunday church?" Love it. You need to check out Exxon the Symphony. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but okay, I will do, Richie. Hello, Robin, who's from Cornwall. Hello. You prefer 70s. See, it's tough though because I love both really. What about Elton John? They just came through Denver. My mum and dad are big Elton John fans, as well as Phil Collins, and I do love Phil Collins as well. I love his solo stuff rather than Genesis, but I mean, I'm not a big fan of Elton John in comparison to all the other bands that I've just listed. So I do like his music though. He is very talented, and obviously he was a friend of Freddie's. 70s Queen in the studio is better, but when it's live, it's 80s. That is a good point, Zoe. I like your thinking. That is very good. David Bowie or Mick Jagger? David Bowie for me, even though I do love Mick Jagger, but there you go. Also, like the others have said, it's so great that you read all of the comments and keep up the awesome content as well. Yeah, thank you very much, Adam. Even though I feel like I've neglected my channel for the past week because, like I said, I was very poorly, and then I had my sister's hen do, and well, not my sister, my future sister-in-law's hen do. So yeah, it was. I wasn't feeling amazing, and I thought, well, I'll either drum rubbishly or not breathe through all of it. So I chose to rest. Because I had a pretty intense week as well. What is my favourite Queen song? It is either White Queen, One Vision, or I do like Give Me the Prize as well. There's a lot of the kind of magic stuff that I love because that was like it always reminds me of the first Queen song I ever listened to. I also love the scene where Fred done the AO with the other dude at the hospital. Yeah, but that made me really sad. It made me really sad because obviously that scene is foreshadowing what he would become. I looked at it that way because I used to be a media student, so it really breaks my heart when I see that scene because it is literally Freddie seeing what state he will become, which really broke my heart. But yeah, very good scene as well. I like the acapella Freddie out there now. You like all the acapella I can't read anymore. I like all the acapella. I can't say acapella. Yeah, the acapella groups. Gosh, it's like Glee. Also, always burst out laughing whenever I hear "Pity Your Wife if you think 6 minutes is forever." Yeah, and then you can take that out of our royalties, twat. Have you ever heard David Bowie and Trent Reznor's song video of "I'm Afraid of Americans"? No, but I will give it a go. Freddie is the king of rock. Bowie is the hero. Agreed. I agree to that. Who's the prince? Go on. Bit of trivia for you. Who's the prince? Maybe Prince. You never know. Do you know the song "Hangman" from Queen? Yes, of course I do. Do you like any Spanish group? Spanish group, as in Spanish bands, or Spanish groups, or the language? I don't know. What was the first Queen song you learned to play on drums? It was "We Will Rock You" because that was the only thing. I only had one drum lesson ever in my entire life, and the only Queen song he knew was "We Will Rock You." So that's what he taught me. So that was technically the first ever Queen song that I learned. But then I taught myself how to play "Another One Bites the Dust." So that, yeah. Do you know who Thin White Duke it like David Bowie's crazy persona? Say what now, Mikey? Oh dear. Spanish bands. I do not know any Spanish bands, I'm afraid. What were Hocus Pocus? I don't remember what language they were, but I like Hocus Pocus. They're a good band. Hocus Pocus by Focus. Oh no, it was Focus, not, not the band Hocus Pocus, was it? I meant, is Freddie with the music removed? What, in Live Aid? I don't, Dominic, I don't know what you mean. Sorry. Freddie is the Queen, Paul McCartney is the King. See, I don't like Paul McCartney. As much as I like the Beatles, I like John Lennon better. There's just something about Paul McCartney that I don't, yeah. I'm sorry, Zoe, if that offends you, but I'm not a big fan of Paul McCartney, I have to say. Like, I like the Beatles, but I prefer John Lennon to Paul McCartney. I'm really sorry to announce that, but yeah. How many galos do you want? Red and white jacket or yellow? Yellow, hands down. How many times have you seen Bohemian Rhapsody? I saw it 3 times on my 30th birthday and the day after. So I saw Bohemian Rhapsody at the cinema 9 times. 3 of which was by myself. So that just shows you how much I love it. So I saw it 9 times in a total of the months that it was in the cinema locally to me and my work. Do you like any Irish bands? Plus, I love all your videos. Joseph, thank you very much. I don't know if you can count them as Irish because I know that some of them come from New York, but I like Flogging Molly. They're a very good band. If none of you have heard Flogging Molly, go and listen to them because they are absolutely epic. I saw you saw Bohemian Rhapsody 4 times. Woohoo! You probably prefer John as well. I watched it 4 times. 9 times. I'm your fan. Yeah, some people would call me sad, but I just loved the film. And literally in walking distance from my old work to the local cinema was about 5 minutes. And during the last days of me being at my work, I used to finish early. So I just used to look on Google and used to think, I've got some time to spare. So why don't I go and watch Bohemian Rhapsody? So that's what I did. I also went with a lot of family and friends to go and watch it because everyone was like, oh my God, Sally, you need to go and see this with me because you're like the perfect person to go with. So that's what I did. Very bad, very sad of me. I used to have a John Deacon fan account on Instagram. If it was for anyone else, I'd be ashamed. John Deacon is a legend, so that's never anything to be ashamed by. Did you on your 13th birthday? Did I do what on my 13th birthday? I don't even remember my 13th birthday. I don't know how people can remember exactly what they did on all their birthdays. I only remember my 16th because I got my drum kit then, my 18th because I got ridiculously drunk, and my 21st because I had a tea party rather than get drunk because I learnt my lesson from my 18th. James Rundle is awesome. That he is. He is absolutely awesome. James, I can't believe how many subscribers James now has. It's just nuts. I think he's got like 27,000 subscribers now, which is just amazing. So well done to James. He's probably in bed at the moment, so there you go. Do you like the Pogues? I only know about 2 songs from the Pogues. Well, hey! Corey is back. I've seen Bohemian Rhapsody 3 times, but one of them was the Wembley premiere, an amazing experience. Yeah, I was so annoyed that I had to work when the Wembley premiere came, but I did need money and I did need a career, so I had to skip it. But I saw it the day after in the morning, so in one of the first showings in my hometown. I think in a Bohemian Rhapsody film, they would not want to make a film that the old fans would appreciate. They just wanted to make the most general film they can do so that everyone can see the movie. Exactly. And I think it is hard to explain the whole history of Queen in 2 hours. It's just impossible. And I mean, like, if you look at all of the films of certain idols like Nowhere Boy, which was John Lennon, that was that was just his teenage years, and they couldn't even fit the rest of it in the rest of the film, So, but I think it's very hard to tell someone's life, and especially 4 people's lives in one film. It's just very impossible. I think that's the reason why Harry Potter was split into 2 and they still messed it up. Sorry for the confusion. Freddie a cappella is his voice with no music on YouTube. It's amazing to hear his vocal so clearly. Oh my god, his We Are the Champions version of that. Oh my god, that is just nuts. Freddie's voice. I can just die happy with Freddie's voice. That was a bit dark. I apologise. 9 times. You're another level of Queen addiction. That I am. Out and proud. The only birthdays I remember vividly are my 16th, my most recent, my 8th, my 9th, and my 14th. I think I remember my 9th. I think I literally just had a Harry Potter party because I was a sad child. I saw a meme with Freddie say, "I'm Freddie Mercury, and you're watch a kind." Watch a kind? Watch a kind? Mia, I wanted to go to the premiere, but my dad needed to go to the pub instead of driving to London today. But at least you got to see the film in the end. It would have been epic atmosphere in Wembley, but I think that's what I just had to keep on telling myself. I was just like, okay, it would be an epic atmosphere, but there'd be loads of people there. The parking would be a nightmare. You'd have to go through all of London to get to Wembley. And I just thought, you know what? I just might as well go to my hometown, which the cinema wasn't even booked out that much on the morning either. And I took the day off work to enjoy it. When I went to see Bohemian Rhapsody, the whole cinema, as dead as no one, was clapping or singing along, just me and my mum. I think that's the right response of Queen fans. I think if you weren't clapping in that scene, it's disgraceful. It's a bit like the headbanging on Bohemian Rhapsody. If no one does that when they listen to Bohemian Rhapsody, there's something wrong with them. Sorry about the bad typos. Mikey, do not worry about it, darling. I saw it just once. Don't hit me. No, I'm joking. I won't hit you. Don't worry. The only reason I went to go and see it that many times was literally because it was so close to my work, and loads of friends just said to me, "Sally, do you want to go see it again?" And I was like, "Go on then." If I had a time machine, the first thing I would do is go back and give Freddie Mercury a cure to AIDS. I would A, hug him, and then B, I'd do that. So good choice. What do you think about the band tribute God Save the Queen? I want to go and see them when they come to Spain, but I never listened to them. I have not heard of them or seen them. I know Forever Queen because Craig Farley, who's the guitarist in that, he's a good friend of mine and he's a brilliant guitarist. And I saw one called, what were they? Killer Queen? No, not the female version though. It was just called Killer Queen, but they were interesting. Remember my 13th getting Jazz and Flash Gordon on CD from my dad, my 17th birthday, The Miracle, and Innuendo. Plus, would love to see your cover The Cranberries from the same city as them. I don't even remember. I only remember really getting my drum kit for my 16th. And I got I brought myself the Red Special, but I got other guitars for my birthday and stuff like that. Foulfish, how you doing? What's up? Dominic, I told my family I want the Bohemian Rhapsody song played over and over at my funeral when I die until I'm lowered into the ground. That's the perfect way to go, in my opinion. I do want a Queen song played at my funeral, and but I don't want it to be a really sad one because I don't want people thinking that I would want a really depressing funeral. Do you ever have a day without listening to Queen music? No. I always listen to them when I'm at the gym, in particular, and then when I go on car journeys and choose shuffle, almost always a Queen song will appear first. I saw it 4 times, one of which was the sing-along version. I have not been to the sing-along version. I don't know whether to go or not. I don't know if they'll do any more, really, because now it's going to be on DVD very soon. I think it comes out in March in the UK. So I mean, I would be very intrigued. I've only been to one sing along before, which was Greece, and that was fun. So I can only imagine what the Queen version would be like. For me, every version was a sing along. It was the same with me as well. What film was I like that with recently? Oh, it wasn't a film. It was Swan Lake. But I'm the same with all different sorts of music. Was it all worth it? Would be a great song for a funeral. Yeah. I mean, what would be like the epic tune to have for your funeral? That's what I want to know. Not depressing, just an epic song to have, whereby people be like, "Yeah, that'd be totally like the most rockiest song ever." Robert Plant or John Lennon? I like them both, but probably John Lennon because I've heard more of the Beatles stuff than Robert Plant was. Which one was it? Was he Led Zeppelin? Was Robert Plant Led Zeppelin? Don't kill me for asking that question. Sing along was funny, but nobody in the cinema was singing. Why came to the sing along version? Exactly. You should have seen the Grease one that I went to. Almost everyone was singing along. That it was so funny. The only two tributes I've been at are Abamania and Majesty, which was a Queen tribute. Wow. I've only been to 3 Queen tributes, I think. And then I went to two Simon and Garfunkel tributes, which were amazing. They were very good. I went to see the sing-along version, but my mum said that the whole new level of sad, but she listens to Little Mix, so she knows nothing. Mia, I couldn't agree more. Go for it, love. And go, you never know. If you go by yourself, you might meet new Queen fans. I'm not trying to sound ridiculous here, but that's the best way to meet Queen fans is by going to different events like that. And just go for it, Mia. You never know. Do you like the Smiths? One of my favourite bands, even though Morrissey is a twat. Lol. Not really. I don't really listen to the Smiths really. Like I said, I've got a very odd music taste, whereby like I miss out certain bands from different eras and like others. But yeah. Would you like to see more unreleased Queen albums like the one with Rod Stewart and Freddie? Yeah, anything with Freddie's voice, I'd love. No, Don't Try Suicide would be good at a funeral. Oh dear, yeah, that would be a bit awkward. Maybe I should have I'm Going Slightly Mad for my funeral. It sums me up in one. The Show Must Go On would be a good song for a funeral. Yeah, actually, that's one of my mum's favourite songs. That and Who Wants to Live Forever is one of her favourites. When I went to the sing-along, it was great because it was filled with fangirls, a couple of which were already friends, and they were screaming constantly and booed every time Paul appeared. Too right. That's the right reaction to have towards seeing the sing-along version of Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh yeah. The best song for a funeral is Who Wants to Live Forever and Too Much Love Will Fill You. Indeed. Well, anything with Freddie's voice, I would love to have at my funeral. Steelbook, Digibook, or both of the Blu-ray versions. I don't remember which one I ordered. I think it was the Blu-ray, normal Blu-ray version. But HMV, which is a shop in England, I don't know if it's a shop anywhere else. Apologies if it is. They're doing a special edition of it, so I'm tempted to buy that as well and just see how it's different. But yeah, I mean, if there's any special editions, I'm there. I'm buying it. Van Halen or AC/DC? AC/DC, hands down for me. Another one of my favourite bands. See, I told you I was awful. I always miss people out. It's ridiculous. I went to see Queen and Adam Lambert 4 years ago. It was splendid. Yeah. I went, I think I must have gone, 2014 is when I went, so 5 years ago, and then I went again in 2016, I think it was. And the first time I ever went, I got front row, and I did a vlog about it, if you guys haven't seen it. And it's awkwardly with my ex, but still, I got very, very close. Like this much. I was about this far from Adam Lambert at one point. It was epic. What Queen song makes you cry? Oh gosh, A Winter's Tale. That always makes me cry. gosh, what else makes me cry? Days of Our Lives, obviously, always. But I think that's mainly because anyone who has seen the video will know how upsetting it is and stuff like that. So yeah, except for another one, but it's The Dust at a Funeral. Yeah, there's quite a few awkward Queen songs that you would not want at your funeral. And what makes you smile the most? Family. I'm a big person. What was that? I'm a big family person. Drumming, guitar playing, Queen, Stranger Things, Harry Potter. What else? Disney films. They always make me smile. Sketching. I'm actually doing a sketch at the moment, which is meant to be Ray Fiennes and Schindler's List, but it's kind of going haywire at the moment. But I like sketching. I sketch Disney characters as well. So I like doing that. Is it cool to play bass guitar? It's bloody hard to play bass. I suck at bass because my fingers really suck. But if you've got good finger coordination, then I'd say go for it. You need big hands to play bass because the frets are so big. So yeah, Metallica or Megadeth? Metallica for me. Makes me sad when I think about all the music that was robbed from us since 1991. I know. Like, there were some epic artists, weren't they? I recently went to a club, not my own choice, don't worry, I don't regularly go to clubs. And some of the crap that they were playing, you know, I felt like a old lady just saying, can you turn the music down? And then there was some guy in the middle row and he kept telling everyone to F off and shut their F up, and actually left the theatre on multiple occasions to legitimately complain about us all. Who does that as a sing-along version? My God. Any plans to do more vlogs this year? Yes, Joseph. I will hopefully do more quizzes and more vlogs and more book reviews. I'm currently reading Queen Unseen, as well as Queen the Works as well. So I hope to do book reviews on that very soon. I'm not too sure about doing reaction videos anymore because I don't half get enough hate from people when I do reaction videos, so I might just stick to book reviews and like quizzes or challenges that you guys would like me to do. So yeah. Hello Marco, how are you? I actually used to hate These Are the Days of Our Lives because I'd always get so upset every time I heard it. Yeah, I hate watching the video because it just makes me really sad. Do you get really excited when you hear a Queen song on TV or on the radio? Yeah, I really do. And I also get like messages from different family members and friends whenever there is a Queen song or a Queen documentary on the radio or on TV. Everyone texts me and they always say, you probably know already, but oh dear. Mother Love makes me cry every time. Yeah, that made me more emotional after I went to Montreux, because when I stood in the place where Freddie sung that song for his last vocals, it was a very odd feeling I got, and it made me really emotional. My God, I love Made in Heaven, Sally. I do too, Marco. I do too. BTO is an awesome rock band from Canada from the 70s. BTO, have not heard of them. Is BTO short for something? Please let me know if it is, because I know that Electric Light Orchestra, they shorten their bit, don't they? But yeah, you shouldn't listen to anyone that hates on you. It's just a bunch of people. I always put on the song Jealousy. Yeah, well, it's odd because I know that there are some absolutely epic people on here, like all of you guys who are on my live stream at the moment, who always give me amazing comments and stuff like that. But you don't half get sometimes Queen fans who say you're too young to be a Queen fan and oh my God, you know nothing and you ramble on and why won't you stop talking and stuff like that. But it's a bit like, well, I'm doing a reaction video. That is my reaction, love. I hate to break it to you. It's like, you know, but anyway, I'm not going to vent my anger. I'm going to relax. Have you seen the AO video with the mouse? I don't think I have. I've seen the AO with the gummy bears, which is just brilliant. I loved that video. I love White Queen. I love White Queen too. It's one of my favourites. Made in Heaven is my favourite album and I cry almost every time. Zoe, have you been to Montreux? You should go to Montreux if you love Made in Heaven, because obviously that was all recorded there and written there, and it's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If you love the Made in Heaven album, or if you're a Queen fan in general, you should go to Montreux. Back Montana Overdrive is BTO. In which case, Joseph, I have not heard of it, I'm afraid, but I will give it a listen at some point. Mother Love is a strange song to me. I love it from a musical point of view, but absolutely despise it because of obviously what it means for Fred and Queen. Yeah, it's very sad, isn't it? Very sad. We Are the Champions was in the 80s movie Revenge of the Nerds. Great movie, I highly recommend. I love 80s films. I'm very odd in my music and film taste. So like Back to the Future and Ghostbusters and The Breakfast Club and Goonies, and Gremlins, they're all my favourite films, really. And Clue, that is one of my favourites as well. If the Queen members were wizards and could go to Hogwarts, what house would you choose for each member? Sorry, my English. Do not worry about it, my love. I think... See, it's hard because Freddie and Roger are so similar. I think Brian would be in Ravenclaw, John would be in Hufflepuff. But I don't know, out of Freddie and Roger, who would be in Gryffindor and who would be in Slytherin. I think Roger would be in Slytherin, and I think Freddie would be in Gryffindor. Sorry to all these people who are on this live stream and thinking, what the hell is she saying? But I think that's the Hogwarts houses that they would be in. Richard, hi Sally, will you be my Valentine? Only if I get Roger Taylor involved. That's the only exception I have. Music has no age to be listened to. Agreed, but some people do not understand that. People call you too young to listen to Queen. I'm not even in secondary school yet. Yeah, Zoe, I hate to tell you, but there's some fans out there who really do not like the fact that young people are getting into Queen because they say that we know nothing. So, indeed, it's an interesting world the internet is. What Queen song are you really into recently? It is... I'll show you. It is the Fat Bottom Girls Live in Paris, which is from the Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack. You probably can't see it. But yeah, the Fat Bottom Girls Live in Paris. That version. I can't stop listening to it because it's so good. Oh, I'm addicted to it. That's why I love new stuff being released. I've never been to Montreux. Zoe, make it a thing. It's just epic. It was on my bucket list for a very long time, and then my mum made it happen. My mum's awesome, and she's a Queen fan as well. So yeah, I had the best time there as well. It was brilliant. I've been a Queen fan since forever. I remember watching the Bo Rap video in my grandmother's house. That's my first ever Queen memory. Aww, my grandparents hated Queen. I wish I had grandparents like yours. I remember one Christmas my mother got me over 8 Queen albums, which included Made in Heaven and the song that always resonates, not Renaissance, with me is A Winter's Tale. I remember my parents only had Greatest Hits 2 on VHS. That shows you how old I am. And so I only really had those songs for a long time until I was about 5, which is when people started buying me Queen albums. What's your favourite song or solo to play on guitar? It's from just Queen or someone else. Because I love I Want to Break Free. I love the rhythm guitar, and that is an epic song to play. But solo wise, I love playing a song called I've even forgot what it is, but I love Green Day. They're ace to play solos because they're so easy to play because I suck at solos. I'm going to sleep now and dream about Freddie singing before me. Good night. Don't Stop Me Now almost makes me cry because of the end of the movie. Oh, yeah, it's a bit emotional. Have you seen 80s movie Streets of Fire? It's awesome. No, Robin, but I shall watch it at some point because I love 80s films, so I'll probably love that. I love the Now and Here Montreal version more than the song. It's just the live aspect of it, isn't it? Oh, hang on a minute. You're right, Mum.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to loads of people online.
Shit. Right.
Night, Mum. Love you. My mother nearly swore on YouTube then. That was quite amusing. Oh dear. I love the Now I'm Here Montreal version more than the song. I've already put that, didn't I? I already read that one. Hi Sally, what's your current favourite Queen song? My current favourite one is the live version of Fat and Bottom Girls from Live in Paris at the moment. But I always go back to White Queen. I think that will always remain my favourite Queen song. I love Rock Montreal Live. That is a hell of a concert. I do love that too. Roger's drumming in that concert is absolutely mental. I don't even know if my grandmother liked Queen, but she let me watch the video over and over. See, with my mum, it was the video of Killer Queen, and and obviously it was Freddie in this big fur coat and black fingernails, a bit like myself, and my grandpa apparently said, what on earth are you watching? Turn that off. That was his reaction to Freddie Mercury. So, thoughts on Dragon Attack? Love it. I can't play it to save my life because it's so fast. But yeah, love it. Michael Jackson or Prince? Well, that's very difficult. I know more Michael Jackson songs than Prince songs. But personality-wise, probably Prince. Best and worst live of Queen. I don't think I have seen a bad performance of Queen. I think they're all absolutely brilliant, and a credit to them as musicians. I'd probably have to go with something very early because I do prefer later Queen in terms of all their shows. But yeah, my first Queen memory is my brother singing "Don't Stop Me Now" at the top of his voice in Leamington, and that night I was listening to it non-stop that night. So yeah, I wish my siblings were into Queen. My sister is, but my two brothers aren't really big fans of Queens. Although both of them, my two brothers went to go and see Bohemian Rhapsody. My sister did not. My sister still has not seen Bohemian Rhapsody, and I'm very ashamed of her. Shout out to mums, yeah. My poor mum. See, that's why people always say to me, "Oh, you should get your mum on camera." That's her reaction when I say I'm on the internet. She goes, "Oh God," So I think that just shows and is proof that my mother and my father will never be on camera. I've started my collection of Queen CDs with A Kind of Magic. Awesome album. I love how everyone on the other side of the pond say "mum" instead of "mum." So cool, yeah. A spritz. You straight up skipped my question. Sorry, Jason, what did you say? I apologise. I think I was distracted by the fact that my mum came in. Do you like any Japanese rock band or singer? Unfortunately not. I do not know of any. What is your opinion on No One But You? It makes me cry each time I listen to it. You can see how much John misses Freddie. Yeah, and the video is extremely sad as well. How it ends with the piano and then champagne. Oh, God. But yeah, that makes me really emotional as well, Amy. So you are not alone. Bye. You are the champion of the world. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Another person said bye. You're off to bed now. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you very much, my dear. Didn't Spandy Ballet get Freddie drunk and they forgot the words to Tutti Frutti? Probably. Sounds like a very Freddie thing to do. My parents didn't know Queen. I let them know about Queen and they fell in love, especially my mum. My bro, on the other hand, hates them because I listen to them way too much. I think that's my siblings' reactions too, because I listen to them so many times and I listen to them on repeat. So if there's a certain bit of the song that I love, I go back. Like the solo to You Don't Fool Me is one of my favourites. The guitar solo to that, I absolutely love it. And oh God, it's just absolutely epic, and I always play it again and again and again, which is why I think my brothers don't mind Queen. It's just that they wouldn't listen to it on a regular basis. My sister does, and her partner does, and my parents do, but they don't know a lot of unknown Queen stuff. My mum does, a little bit, but that's only because of me. So she was a Queen fan when Queen were around. She never saw them live, but she knew certain songs of them, and got me into it. But I knew more songs than her, really, by the time I was about 10. If you like the Beatles, have you seen the Fab Four? As in I don't know what you mean. As in, Tess, is there a film called the Fab Four or something like that? I saw the coloured version of their Netflix thingy, and that was quite good. But I haven't seen any of them live, mainly because there's only Ringo and Paul left, and I don't think I'd like to go see Paul McCartney. I play guitar and bass and sing a lot, plus I'm 22 years old. Joseph, you are a legend. Keep on playing, keep on rocking. That's what us young'uns need to do. Lol, I'm actually laughing about it. Asked if you could go back and be in any video of Queen, which would you pick? Oh, see, my favourite Queen video is Invisible Man because of Freddie's glasses. I just love those green glasses, and I did actually have those glasses at one point, but I don't know where they've gone. I don't know what else. Or I would want to be in. What would I like to be in? I know it's only Freddie's solo stuff, but I'd love to be in Born to Love You, because that's my favourite look of Freddie, him in that white outfit. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. I do know he was gay, don't worry. Freddie got drunk and forgot the words to Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah. Have you guys seen the outtakes to Bohemian Rhapsody? That's as in not the film version, as in them recording it. I've never heard Freddie swear so much in my life. Amy, where did you get your tour posters from? They're all from eBay. So I have been hunting for Queen posters for I don't know how long, and I just searched on eBay almost like every 2 weeks Queen tour posters, and then they showed up. So I brought them and then framed them because they're very fragile, because they're very old now. Fab Four is a tribute band, I think. Oh, in which case I have not seen the Fab Four, but I may do one day. You never know. What is your favourite song of Brian, Roger, and obviously John, in terms of Queen or their solo stuff? Because I don't know many solo stuff apart from Driven by You and obviously Fun in Space and all that stuff from Brian and Roger. I mean, John with the Biggle stuff. Why did he do that? Freddie and Tony screwed up in Jailhouse Rock. I think I have seen that, you know. Something jogs my memory about that. Oh my God, it's kind of famous cover bands. They're actually really good. Tess, I will watch the Fab Four on YouTube and I'll let you know what I think. I love the headlong video. Yeah, them on the shelves as well. Love that. I saw the movie Trainspotting last night with Ewan McGregor. Such a great film, but they seem to be obsessed with Iggy Pop in that film. Trainspotting, God, I haven't seen that film in ages, mainly because I loved Ewan McGregor for a very, very long time in my younger years. And, yeah, God, Trainspotting. I mean, I watched it twice, and each time after I've watched it, I feel really sick. There's something about it that makes me feel really sick. Maybe it's all the drugs that are involved. Have you seen when they were recording Bohemian Rhapsody in the movie and all four of the guys were headbanging to the Queen song? I love that. I love how involved all four actors got involved in it. I love it. I have a Labyrinth movie poster on my wall. Original movie poster from 1986. Joseph, can I steal your poster? I love Labyrinth. I adore it. I mean, people think I'm such a weirdo for liking Labyrinth, but it's David Bowie at his best. I just love the film. I absolutely love it. I actually have a Jareth Funko Pop. That's the only Labyrinth one that I have, but I adore it. And people think I'm really weird. Brian's resurrection is epic. Indeed it is, Marco. Indeed it is. I'm a hetero, and even I would consider Born to Love You. Great pick. Cool seeing you live. Cheers. No problem, Jason, and thank you for your question. But yeah, I mean, if I could have a massive poster of Freddie in Born to Love You, I mean, that would take that priority. That would go centre of this Queen wall, which Back to the Future is kind of hijacking at the moment. But there you go. What do you think of Brian's new single, New Horizons? I mean, I haven't listened to all of it as of yet, but I do like Brian May stuff. But like I said, I'm more of a Freddie fan. But your favourite song of Brian, Roger and John from Queen? I only listened to the solo album of Freddie. Freddie's solo album I adore. But oh god. Roger probably. Oh god, this is really difficult. I mean, Radio Gaga is pretty epic, and the fact that Roger Taylor wrote that is pretty epic. John Deacon, You're My Best Friend. I love You're My Best Friend, and it's amazing to play on drums. Brian, probably All Dead. That's probably my songs of choices. I'd Love to Be in Breakthrough. That's my favourite Queen music video. Not the tunnel. Anything but the tunnel. I love that quote that Brian says. I'd love to be in. Oh, I've read that. Have you seen the Breakthrough Lego set? I have. I saw it today, actually, Zoe. I saw it today and absolutely adored it. I haven't got any Queen Lego as of yet. I've got Batman Lego, but that's about it, really, because I'm a geek. I Love All Dead. This song makes me cry too. Yeah. Didn't he write that for his cat as well? I think he wrote that for his cat, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did. Let me just do this. I love the Freddie Mercury version of All Dead. It is just anything involving Freddie Mercury's voice. I think I could pretty much die and be happy over, really. I keep on saying that phrase. I've got to stop saying that phrase. Let me just type this, guys, and I'll be back to the chat. I can't speak anymore. I can never speak on these live streams. It's really bad. Night, Sally. Thanks for the great video. You are welcome, Richie. Well, great live stream. What did I say great video for? I do not even know. Have you seen John Deacon's son, Luke Deacon? Yeah, they look so similar. I agree. I mean, him and Cameron. Cameron looks ridiculously like John as well. He's got the big fluffy hair of John, which is just absolutely nuts. Like, I think either one of them and Rufus and maybe Jimmy. I don't know if Jimmy plays guitar, but if they did a cover band of Queen, they'd look exactly like their dads. Have you ever seen the Queen's Zone website? They do some great remix mastered original Queen albums. You love them as they sound better than the 2011 remasters. I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have. I think, aren't they on YouTube as well? If they're on YouTube, I probably have listened to them. I mean, the song Resurrection from Brian's solo album has some epic guitar solo. Yeah, I love his solos from majority of Queen fans though. As much as I love Brian May's solo stuff, he's still not as good as him in Queen. I might upload a cover of All Dead acoustic tomorrow, Sally. Joseph, go for it. What have you got to lose? Just go for it. And when you do, comment on my Facebook like page or my Twitter and send it to me, and I'd love to see it. It was interesting if Sasha played Freddie. I'm not too sure about Sacha Baron Cohen, to be honest with you. I think he wanted to make a film based very much on Freddie's sex life, and I think it would have destroyed Freddie's image. Especially knowing what Freddie was like during the risky years of the dangerous times of him going to all these clubs and sleeping with all these people. I just think if they would have made the film that Sacha Baron Cohen would have made, it might have destroyed his image, and I think it was a good choice going with Rami Malek. I prefer Spread Your Wings from John. I do like Spread Your Wings. See, this, like I said, I'm bad at making decisions on favourite films, favourite song, and all that, because they always change. Because once someone says, I prefer this version, I'm like, oh, God, yeah, how could I forget that? I'm calling it a night now. It's been a genuine pleasure watching the stream. I love your videos. Thank you, Robin. I really appreciate it. Paul, the next video going to be it will be uploaded when I hopefully have time to record one, because I didn't have a chance today because I just have been on a bit of a bed rest from a really long last week. I was working loads and I went myself too much, I think I did. And then as well, I had a lot of things to organise and sort and things like that. So I didn't have a chance to even listen to anything that I would even do in terms of a drum cover. I did ask some of you who have liked my Facebook page what quiz you would like to see next. And if you go over to there, you can also see what quizzes that I have chosen to do possibly next. I don't know when I will record that, though. I will record another one this week, though, because I know how bad I get when I don't upload after a while, because then I'm like, oh, I've said to all these amazing people that I'd do a video this week and I haven't done it, and da-da-da. So my parents are at work tomorrow, so I'll have a free house. I do need to go to the gym, but I will have a free house tomorrow, which means I'm more likely to play drums because I won't disturb anyone. And so hopefully, Paul, at some point this week, I will upload a cover video and a vlog, hopefully, if time will allow me. Adam, do you think we're going to see a Harry Potter reboot? I won't want to see it, but it seems nothing sacred these days. I know Lion King and Aladdin are getting remade, and they don't need to be remade. And Ghostbusters, they're doing another one of that. And I'm just thinking, leave these alone. And Steven Spielberg's doing West Side Story. I don't know what's the matter with all these directors. It's been like, leave that alone, go and do something completely new, and we'll be happy. You know, so but yeah, I mean, I love the Harry Potter films. I mean, Half-Blood Prince was a disappointment, as was Order of the Phoenix, and part 1 and part 2 of Deathly Hallows, because they missed out a whole chunk of stuff. So I wouldn't mind seeing them again if only it had the same actors in it. So if it had, especially the older actors, so like Julie Walters, you know, David Thewlis, Gary Oldman, if it had all of those guys still in it, and Ray Fiennes, obviously, because he's like amazing. If it had all of them in it, then I would definitely watch it. You're My Best Friend is great as well. If you were to identify a character in the movie The Breakfast Club, who would be the prom queen, the jock, the brain, the basket, Cesar, the criminal? In terms of what, queen? David, I'm confused by you. Okay. Oh, if I were to identify myself, is that what you're asking me? Is that what you're asking me, David? If I was to identify a character in the movie, who would you be? I definitely wouldn't be the prom queen, or the brain. So I probably wouldn't be the jock either. So probably, I don't know which one I'd be actually. What's been the hardest Queen track that you've drummed to? One Vision or Brighton Rock? Both gave me loads of blisters on my hands and were ridiculously fast as well. Have you seen Mr. Robot with Rami Malek? I've seen one episode, but I do need to watch more of them because I've heard they're very good. Are you going to buy the movie on DVD? I've already pre-ordered it on Blu-ray, and so hopefully I'll get it in March. Have you seen Rami in War at Home? I haven't, Amy, not as of yet. I watched him in, what is that? Not Larry Crown. Is it Larry Crown with Tom Hanks in it? I watched him in that, and that was quite funny. Roger Taylor or Trey Cool, if you had to pick a drummer for the rest of the time to be yours? Joseph, that's not fair, because they're both amazing. This is really hard. I'm forced between the drummer from Queen or the drummer from Green Day, and both are amazing. But I'd have to say Roger, because he's the one who got me into drumming in the first place. So, young Roger, the rest of the time to be yours. I'd take him any day. I like so much Rami Malek in Twilight and Night at the Museum. Yeah, I liked Twilight when I was very young, but I think I hate Twilight now. It got annoying. It got overrated so quick, and I hated it after that. So I'm a firm Potter fan, but he's funny in Night at the Museum. He is very funny. I heard they were going to do another Highlander movie, but without the Queen music in it. How? Why? I don't get all of these remakes. I really don't understand them. They should just leave them alone because they're fine the way they are. Unless they were massive flops, let's just leave them alone. That's all I'm going to say. David, I hope that answered your question. I didn't really answer it because I don't think I'm to any of the Breakfast Club, to be honest with you. I don't know. Like, if I was a movie character, I think I'd be Luna Lovegood. That's what. So at school, I was actually nicknamed Luna by my friends because I was so much like her. Dominic, Bohemian Rhapsody, the collector's DVD reshirt, and how it will be my hands on Thursday. Awesome. Did you get that from Amazon? Where did you get that version from? Not like I'm doing anything creepy at the moment. How did Roger manage Wembley 86? It must have hurt. I do not know. How Roger Taylor, even now, performs the duration that he performs. Like, oh my God. Like, how he did all of that, I do not know. Hello, Sally. Hello, Jessie. How are you doing? Did you watch the BAFTAs? Yes, I did. And I'm very happy, obviously, with the best actor, best sound, best editing, because it was all Bohemian Rhapsody. It's a tough question. Stumps everyone. It is very difficult. Well, who would you say you are, David? Which one? I got it from Walmart in the States. See, Walmart do better Queen stuff than we do in the UK. There's almost like nothing here in the UK compared to the US, I think, in terms of Queen stuff. I mean, we mainly get the DVDs, the CDs, the vinyls, and that's about it, really. I honestly don't think the UK is amazing in terms of Queen merchandise, apart from when you go to their shows. It's quite disappointing, and all of the stuff that I've found that's around this room has mostly been from online, and it's just really disappointing because as a new young Queen fan, to all these people who are watching Bohemian Rhapsody, there's like no merchandise for them, if that makes any sense. It's a shame. The remakes are pointless to all of the stuff these days. I agree, Joseph. I just don't understand it. Especially West Side Story. Like, if they dare touch Back to the Future, there's going to be a problem. A big problem. I will hunt those people down. I'll do a Liam Neeson on them. I will hunt them down and I will find them and I will kill them. Do you think Rami will win the Oscar? Yes. Hands down. I think the fact that he's won every award so far, and from my previous knowledge of watching the Oscars and the BAFTAs and Golden Globe and everything else from being a film lover, I think it's pretty obvious that he might win it. It was the same with Gary Oldman last year with Churchill. So I wouldn't name it. The Criminal, of course. You'd be the criminal. Nice. They just got 2 BAFTAs, music and leading actor. I thought they got editing as well. Maybe I was wrong in terms of that. I'm getting mine either Thursday or Friday. See, I think I get it. Sorry if that was really bright and you get to see my ridiculous face right now. But I think we get ours comes out on the 4th of March. So I'm not going to get my hands on a Blu-ray version of Bohemian Rhapsody until the 4th of March. How annoying is that? But I do have the digital copy. So I'm a bit happy about that. Loved your channel. Thank you very much. Dominic, hard to find Queen apparel in the States. Yeah, it's a shame because they would make a load of money if they did a load of merchandise in the UK and in the US. Like I've been lucky with the posters that I've found. they're all online, and it's the same with my Freddy dolls. It's the same with the artwork that I found. You know, it's just a massive shame because they could make loads of money from doing loads and loads of stuff. What you should have done is taken the Bohemian Rhapsody movie poster home from the cinema. I kind of did. Totally didn't do that. Yeah, and I totally didn't get this either. Oh my god. To be honest, that's quite awesome merchandise to get, and it's reusable as well. Save the environment and all that jazz. So it's brilliant. In 20 years' time, if there was going to be a remake of Bo Rap, how would you react? I'd be interested in it to see if it was different. If it was the same storyline and they stopped in the exact same place and it'd be the same timeline, then I'd be a bit like, well, what's the point in just copying a film? What's the point? You're just being lazy now. Do you like animation movies? You bet I do. I've got Totoro over there. If anyone knows my neighbour Totoro. He's right over there. So, yes. And I like Disney films. Woo. So there's Stitch and Wally. If Disney films can count as animation. This will be the most important Oscars of my life. See, for me, Gary Oldman was a big Oscar point of my life because he's like one of my favourite actors. I just want Ray Fiennes to get an Oscar and I'll be happy. I agree with you on the Back to the Future. It's a perfect movie, although Robert Zemeckis wanted to make a remake Yellow Submarine back in 2012. And you have a beautiful face, not ridiculous face, Sally. Thank you, Joseph. It's completely... This is what I look like makeup free. It's awful. I apologise. But thank you, Joseph. But yeah, if they dare touch Back to the Future, I'll be so angry. Back to the Future is my number one for sure. Same here. I support your decision to go for Liam Neeson if they reboot it. Adam, should we go together? Should we just kill them if they do it? We can do that together if you fancy it. We can create a little mob. How about that? They have Queen merch at Hot Topic. Is that a UK store or a US tour? A tour? Ugh. I am ridiculous with pronouncing. Living in the UK sucks when it comes to Queen, especially with Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, I mean, I was lucky with the poster because I asked the cinema, and I was lucky with that drink thingy as well. But apart from that, there hasn't been much. I've got a Bohemian Rhapsody t-shirt, but that's it. And it's really annoying because it's a bit like, oh god, you know. Can you do lotus pose? Lotus pose? Like, yeah, what is a lotus pose? Should I be Googling that? Is that a thing? Hello from Greece. We love you. Thank you, Greece. I love you too. Hot Topic has Queen apparel online. I will go have a look at it. If it's available for people in the UK, I'm on it like a hot rash. Have you seen the movie Alice? Yeah, that movie, Paul. I'm going to see it on Saturday. I can't wait to go and see it. Living in Ireland is harder as a young Queen fan and Beatles fan. Joseph, if you ever get a chance to go to London, there's actually a Beatles shop which is dedicated completely to Beatles merchandise. I would definitely recommend going there if you ever can get your lovely self to London. And right opposite it is a rock merchandise store, which is where I got those two prints of Freddie. Right there. So I'd recommend going to those. What else? Zero merchandise available. It's so sad. Yes, Gary Oldman. Met him a few times. He's the sweetest. Karen, I'm really jealous. Gary Oldman's like one of my favourite actors. He's such a babe. If yeah, I think my order of older men crushes goes Ray Fiennes, who I've met, Gary Oldman, David Thewlis, Michael Fassbender. The list goes on. Oh dear. Blah, blah, blah. So at the Oscars, I'll be lazing on a Sunday afternoon. You look exhausted. It's because I am. I've literally had not a lot of sleep because I was so poorly last week. It's a US store. Oh, that's annoying. So I don't know if I will even. I don't even know if I'll receive it. Hopefully, they'll deliver to the UK though. What's your favourite food? Pizza, cheeseburgers, Mexican, Italian, seafood. Mine's a pineapple pizza. I like Thai and I like Chinese. They're pretty good. So yeah. Hello from Germany. Hello, Germany. It's nearly 2 hours long just to tell you, but it's edge of your seat stuff. There you go. Sally, where do you get your posters framed? I have the Cinema poster as well, but the framing shop wants to charge me £70. If you're in the UK, James, go to a shop called The Range. If you guys have if you've ever heard of it. I got these poster frames, and I got these poster frames, which is all my movie posters as well. I got them from The Range, and it was like $15.99. So if you can go there, go and buy them from there, because I had the same problem when I redecorated my room. So I'd say go for that. Where is that Beatles shop in London? It's nearby the Sherlock Holmes Museum on Baker Street. So go and check it out. I think you can Google it. If you just type in Beatles store Baker Street, I'm sure it'll be in there. Why not Queen only merchandise store? Why? I do not know. They could make a lot of money if it was. So yeah. Ah, dear me. This is very funny. Hello from Mexico. Tacos. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Leo, you did make me laugh then. Michael Fassbender. Yeah, I do love Michael Fassbender. He is brilliant. Joseph, I have only one similar poster in my collection, which is Doctor Who, Day of the Doctor, which I got from an Odeon cinema, which is hanging on my wall with my cinema ticket. So yeah, I've got 2 movie posters, one of which is Bohemian Rhapsody and the other is The English Patient, which is another one of my favourites. And the English Patient one is signed by Ray Fiennes, which is one of my favourite posters ever. Thank you for the great times and greeting from Valencia, Spain. Come to eat paella someday. I will do. So there you go. Thank you for watching as well. Do you like Marvel movies? I do indeed. I love Thor Ragnarok. That was one of my favourites, and I was crushed at the latest Marvel film, obviously. So I do love the Marvel films. They are absolutely brilliant. Have you got the Queen Funko Pops yet? No, they haven't been released here in the UK. I don't know why, but they keep on pushing back the day that they're going to be released. It was January, then it was February, now it's March. So I do not know when I'm going to get them, but I have pre-ordered them, so hopefully I will soon. There was 2 Freddy ones that I didn't order because I had a serious lack of money. Alan Rickman was another one of my favourite actors. It was such a shame about his death. Yeah, I think Alan Rickman's death really surprised me. I thought my brother-in-law was joking at the time, so it was really, that was quite a shock seeing Alan Rickman's death. And he was one hell of an awesome Snape and Sheriff of Nottingham, and in Galaxy Quest he was amazing. I mean, Alan Rickman's just an awesome actor. And Alan Rickman in Die Hard, I was just about to say. But yeah, he's brilliant. I just think he's an epic actor. Well, he was an epic actor. And even in Sensibility, he was an epic actor in that as well. Do you have a Queen hoodie? I have 2 Queen hoodies, but neither of them fit me, so it's very annoying. But I wear them when I just want to have baggy days. I've been talking to Amazon non-stop about the Funko Pops, venting my anger. I don't get what the delay is, because clearly some of you guys in America do have the Funko Pops, which is just extremely annoying. So I do not know why. I don't know why they keep on delaying them. It is so annoying. Yippee-ki-yay! Favorite Queen era has to be either late 70s or early 80s, or Live Aid, after Live Aid. I have the Black Queen Forever. I have the Black Queen Forever hoodie. I have the same one, and I also have the Queen crest. I've got that hoodie as well. Hello as well to you. It's a Damnit Ansan. I'm assuming that's how I pronounce your name. Apologies if I don't. Sorry about my hideous appearance as well, guys. I really do apologise. Talking yippee-ki-yay, I just popped Die Hard Funko Pops. do they do Die Hard Funko Pops? If so, that would be epic. I mean, there's so many Funko Pops that they should do. And I mean, like, I've got certain ones at the moment, but I'd love. They keep on releasing loads of Harry Potter ones, and I've only got about 4 of them. I've got Snape, I've got Remus, I've got Sirius, I've got Voldemort. Oh no, I've got 5, and I've got Ron. So I'd love to have more, but they're just so much money. Oh my god, they do Die Hard Funko Pops. I just said do. That was just ridiculous of me, wasn't it? You should do Cool Cat on drums. I might consider it, maybe. There's now I have a gun, ho ho ho. They have the power, John McClane and hands. That is epic. I now have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. That was my best Alan Rickman impression. How great was that? Dead on Time. What, that for a cover? Because that's very hard to play because it's very fast. So maybe one day when I get better at drums. Sorry, Sally, did you say the range for framing? I did, yeah. So measure your poster first, I would say, and then go into the range. And they've got it's the black framed clip ones that you want, and they're absolutely brilliant for posters. They're absolutely brilliant. And I think what other poster, and I think I also got the Freddy, these ones and that one from the range as well, and that David Tennant one. I got those from the range, so I definitely would recommend going to the range if you're in the UK and you need to frame some posters. It's brilliant because, like I said, they're like £15.99 or 20 quid. Like, they're much more cheaper than certain stores. So go for that. Did you watch the sing-along version of Bohemian Rhapsody? I did not, unfortunately, but hopefully I will do if they ever do it again. There's a place nearby where I live who are doing outdoor sing-along version of Bohemian Rhapsody, so I might go to that. But that's in the summer, so I've got a while to that yet. Yes, Cool Cat, love that song. I shall give it a go and let you know how that goes. If I upload it, it went really well. Summer 2018 was the best for Queen. I agree. Hence why I'm a bit angry as to why there's not enough merchandise out in the UK or in the US for you US guys, but it's disappointing. But the figure I have saying, now have a gun, ho ho, and jumper, it's upside down. How does that work? How bizarre. Because it is like the normal way up, isn't it, Paul, in the film? That's very bizarre. Action This Day cover would be cool. I did do it, Marco. I did do it a while ago, but maybe I'll try it again soon with my new editing and camera and everything technique that I'm doing now on my channel. So maybe I'll do that soon. Alan Rickman does a great American accent, though. He does. Alan Rickman was just an absolute legend. I haven't drawn Alan Rickman yet, but I really want to. But yeah, I love the scene in Prisoner of Azkaban with him, Gary Oldman, and David Thewlis, because I'm like, okay, that's me officially happy now. But I thought I'd also show you guys this as well, what I've been working on. Well, I haven't been working on it. I've done working on it now, but this is my most awesome. If you ever visit Ireland, Sally, you should visit Dublin, as they have a brilliant music museum and a hard rock cafe too. Plus, you should also visit Limerick, some great record stores. Maybe I will, Joseph. I've never been to Ireland. I do have Irish blood in me, technically, but I've never been to Ireland. I will go soon, though, probably. I hope I do anyway. But have you ever read the book Queen Unseen by Peter Hint-Ratty? I'm reading it at the moment, Jason, and I hope to do a review of it soon, eventually when I finish it. But I am reading Queen the Works as well at the moment. I've got loads of books to read, and I also am reading another fictional novel called One of Us is Lying, and that's really like I'm into that. So yeah, Adam's going to go for dinner now. Thanks for the great stream, Sally. No problem, Adam. Thank you for joining me in the stream and being so lovely. I went to sing along of Bo Rap, and I swear I was the only one singing. Why go if you're not going to sing? Exactly. I mean, it's really disappointing, I think, that no one would sing. But yeah, it's a shame. Yes, I double checked to see if I was going slightly mad, which was, yeah, it's so upside down. Oh dear. But that's my picture. I drew this picture of Freddie. What do you think? I tried my best with it. Brian May's really hard to draw, I just realised, after attempting to draw him for a while. That's my Freddie picture that I drew. I'm slowly getting a tad bit better at sketching, because I was quite good at sketching when I was at school. So, yeah. And for all you Marvel fans, I have drawn Doctor Strange as well. Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange, if you guys know that character. Who else have I drawn? I've never actually shown a lot of people my sketchbook. There's Stitch, who's my favourite cartoon character ever. There's Peter Quill / Star-Lord from Guardians. So who else have I got? Tim Minchin. I love Tim Minchin. So there, there's Tim. Who else have I got? I've got a very bad drawn version of oh look, I did this as well. Combined my two favourite things, which is Freddie and Mickey Mouse. So I did that little drawing as well. And then I did that one of Freddie in the policeman hat as well. I've done a whole bunch of all these ones. It's just so I can practice my drawing. But maybe one day I might do a giveaway of like pictures of drawings and stuff. But there's my Queen collage that I did. Is that Wednesday Addams or Potter related Hermione? And love the sketches, and I love to mention it, and Freddie Mouse Curry. That is Wednesday Addams, because I love the Addams family. I'm a right weirdo and I love the Addams family. Gomez Addams is like, if I could marry anyone in the film world, I would have married Gomez Addams, because he's like the ultimate husband. Do you like Elton John? If you do, you're excited for the new movie. I'm not much of an Elton John fan. I do like his music, but my parents are more the Elton John fans out of all of us. So yeah. There's my David Bowie sketch. So I did that, which I think is quite bad. I'm not happy with his drawing. But yeah, maybe I'll draw the picture of Freddie and David Bowie standing side by side. Who knows? Maybe in the future. But yeah, and there's Robert Downey Jr. I did him as well. I'm just trying my best at sketching at the moment, guys. And then I did Popeye kicking the Hulk's ass, because why not? It's so bad, isn't it? The mind of Sally and where it goes. So yeah, that's the majority of some of the sketches that I've done. And currently I'm working on Ray Fiennes in Schindler's List, but I'll let you know how that one goes. I did do Kurt Cobain as well. They are doing a David Bowie movie, just to let you know. They are doing it very, very soon. I've forgotten, because they casted I've forgotten who they've casted, but they are definitely doing a Bowie movie. If you Google it, I assure you they are definitely doing a David Bowie movie. You're very good at drawing, better than anything I've ever seen so far. Well, thank you, Paul. Yeah, I try my hand at little bits and bobs. I'm better at cartoons than anything else, though. Like, that's Martin McFly as a cartoon character. And I just do little bits here and there whenever I want to doodle and things. But yeah. And then I did one of the best Disney films ever, which is Hercules. So I'm doing my little bits and bobs at the moment. So yeah, there you go. Well, you're very good at drawing. How do you feel about Oscar Isaac doing the voice of Gomez in the new Addams Family? I think he'll be amazing. They are doing a new Addams Family. What? I mean, I like Oscar Isaac, but Raul Julia and yeah, just like Raul Julia's my Gomez. But I don't know how I feel about that. It could be awesome. You never know. But oh god, yeah. I do love the Addams Family though, so I'm sure it'll be amazing. Joseph, you're super talented, Sally. I'm so surprised that you endless talents. I mean, I do suck at some things, like all humans do, but I mean, that's just what I do. What I do I just doodle from time to time, and then when I find an image that I like to draw, or someone that I love in terms of their work, whether it's a musician or animation or an actor, I just like to draw them. So there's a lot of pictures of like Benedict Cumberbatch and Ray Fiennes and David Bowie and Freddie in there. So I haven't drawn Roger yet. I do want to draw Roger, but the David Bowie movie is not supported by his homily. Really? Gosh. How about a sketch of the Mighty Mouse breaking up Thanos? I might try that out actually. I might try that out. But thank you for your kind words about my drawing and sketching. I really appreciate it because I personally don't think I'm that amazing at it, really. So, but I'm getting there. I know that all you have to do really is just to improve as much as you can by practicing as much as you can. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. How about Super Ted? Have you seen that as a kid? My God, I loved Super Ted when I was a kid. We used to have it on a VHS. That was like the only VHS. That and Watch with Mother. That was the only two VHSs that my grandparents had. Freddy fighting Thanos would be cool during, or Roger as Winnie the Pooh. Maybe I'll do it sometime. You never know. But I mean, like, I want to get better at drawing because I'd like to, like, maybe either sell some of my prints or do some as giveaways or something like that. I'd love to do that. So maybe one day, you never know. So, oh God, look at the time. It is 11:30 and I've been doing this stream for almost 2 hours. What about Freddie wearing Thanos glove? Maybe, Paul. But I think I'm going to call it a night, guys, because as someone commented earlier, I am quite tired and I do need some beauty sleep because I look awful. So I will answer that one question though, David, which is who's your 3 favourite superheroes? Thor. It's difficult. Thor, Iron Man, and Star-Lord, probably. But I do like Wolverine as well. See, I'm bad at making these decisions in terms of what's your favourite, this and that. But yeah, so there you go. That was my last question. So David, there you go. And I hope to do a video at some point this week. Hopefully a drum cover and a little vlog thing. So yeah, sorry, not Spider-Man. I love Thor and Iron Man and Star-Lord a bit too much, but Spider-Man would be maybe number 4. But I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Don't forget to like my Facebook page and my follow my Twitter page. How can you tell that I'm tired? Right, I'm gonna say goodbye. Love you all. And I hope you have a great night or a great day and a great week and a great weekend. So look after yourself and I'll see you very soon. Bye, guys. Bye.